Welcome to PLATO. There are two main users of PLATO: the mental health first aiders, who will have access to both the mobile app and the desktop, and the network lead or management user, who has access to the desktop. The management user has a secure login, which takes them to two different dashboards. One gives an overview of their mental health first aiders with relevant statistics to give them full visibility of their activity, from average length of interaction, how many interactions are taking place, and data on self-reported improvement scores. The dashboard also allows the management user to see details of each individual first aider and their activity log. It also highlights data around attendance at group supervision, the reflective practice. Management users also have a dashboard showing data aggregated and anonymised from the mental health first aiders' interactions. This is displayed on the company wellbeing dashboard here. On this dashboard, the management user is able to see key vulnerabilities in wellbeing that have been identified by the first aiders through their interactions with colleagues. Segmentation of the data gives valuable insight into not only which issues are most prevalent, but also where in the business they're happening. This segmentation will only happen so far as personal, identifiable information can still be protected. It's expected that the mental health first aider will primarily use the mobile app. It's designed to be a quick support tool, either during a conversation with a colleague to access more information or resources, but most definitely as a tool for journaling their activity post-interaction. The key aim is to support them by creating an efficient process, providing all the information and resources they need to complete their supportive role effectively. A secure login takes them through to their portal, containing information about their interactions with colleagues. This opening screen also allows them to log their own wellbeing score, to check in on the emotional state of your mental health first aiders. From this screen, they will also log a new journal entry when they've interacted with a colleague for the first time. They will log who they've supported, when, and for how long. They will also enter the colleague's wellbeing score. There is an option to enter free text, any detail that will help them in supporting that colleague. They will then have a list of options which they will tick to highlight the main issues which that person is experiencing. Then they can set the next check-in date if they feel it's needed, so they can create a reminder for them, and then they'll save. This then takes them to a page of appropriate resources according to the signs they identify from the colleague's interaction. This not only makes signposting to relevant resources quick and easy, it's also a good reminder to the mental health first aider of their core role in supporting and signposting. That is, not offering advice or counselling themselves. They still have the option to search the extensive library of different mental health and wellbeing topics and resources for themselves. A key challenge identified in our market research was the time intensity of the role. The majority of first aiders have to access further information and resources to support a colleague. These resources will also offer information on how they can look after their own well-being. The majority of mental health first aiders say their well-being has been impacted as a result of this role. Here we're seeing resources based on a search for sleep and the option to check in on your own company's resources too. The resources section has a direct link to the Hub of Hope, which is a directory of local and national mental health services. There really isn't any need for the first aider to spend any time searching for extra information or resources to support a colleague. It's all contained within the app. Alternatively, it may be a journal entry that they'd like to edit or update following another interaction with that same colleague. They will follow the same procedure and also track if there's been a change in the colleague's wellbeing levels. All of this data, including the wellbeing score, flows aggregated and anonymised to the management user's dashboard. It's important to make first aiders feel valued. This is why we created the Your Accomplishments section. Here, first aiders will be able to request support if they've experienced a distressing interaction with a colleague. They can also connect with other mental health first aiders in their company. They can book their reflective practice with a clinical supervisor and also find self-care resources for their own well-being. They'll be able to track their activity, their training and learning that they've undertaken, perhaps receive kudos given by another first aider or the network lead, and also, of course, view their interactions with colleagues. PLATO really is an essential tool for mental health first aiders, packed with resources to make them effective in this critical role and protect their mental health, and importantly, offer valuable insight into the state of mental health in the business to inform future strategy and investment decisions.